one of the most significant things that I am seeing in the number of two is that number of duality. And we're consistently dealing with light and dark, good and bad. And we have duality within our beings, gender. Um, we have left and right, two eyes, two nostrils, two hands, two ears. So we have this number two in our coding, in our programming, in who we are. And yet we're all going towards wanting to get back to God, get back to source, get back to creator, and move back into this space of oneness, of 0 point. And it's almost like it's actually impossible because we're created to be dual. We're created in this world of contrast and in this world of reflecting of many patterns. And it's meant to, it was actually created to be diverse and not all the same. So today we have a chance to look at those patterns in our reality and how we notice and judge our world, or how we see things and people as separate from us, and how can we integrate them back into ourselves and come back into that space of oneness and completion and acceptance of our reality and acceptance of others. Tolerance of others is a big one that I think is really important going through this time and moving forward, is being able to have that open heart, that open acceptance. And when it comes to the teachings of the divine dragons, there's aspects of the divine dragon that I see, which are the duality dragons, which represent that yin and yang energy, that balance. But when I think about the energy of a dragon and how they see the world, or how they look at us, they don't see things as dual. They're actually not seeing the separation in things. They're seeing everything from a whole, and they're coming from more of a place of balance and flow and organization of matter and details, and not looking at things so much as right or wrong. So just giving ourselves a little bit of time to reflect on our own belief systems, our own patterns, our own programming that we were brought into the world with, or that even has been passed down to us through generation and been literally programmed into how we think and how we perceive our reality. So giving ourselves just that space and intention today to see through the eyes of the divine, see through the eyes of creator, and see things in a new light moving forward, to have a rebirth, so to speak, and shed whatever layers aren't serving you moving forward as we come into these final days of 2022 and what we want to call in for the next year and what we want to bring to life. Calling in the animal spirits here of the land. So I have deer and coyotes and raccoons here and squirrels. And there's a big old tree outside, an ancient tree. It's a sycamore tree. So calling in the energies of the trees and whatever animals and trees are in your environment. So the records are at the seat of our soul. And we enter through the center of our being, which I find to be located in our heart. So we can envision together our heart, and a beautiful doorway. And together we will enter this heart portal. And stepping through into the light, we see a long hallway as we begin to step down this path. As we walk, we pass many doors. You can count the doors as we pass. Count backwards from 10. 9. We're walking deeper down the hall. Door 8. 7. 6. 5. Going deeper. 4. Stepping closer to the door at the end of the hall, we begin to see this door. 3. Feeling lighter as we get closer to the door. 2. And 1. We place our hand on the door, opening and stepping through. We've now entered the Hall of Records, the Akashic Records. And as we see this space, as we enter, maybe you feel a familiar energy, or maybe you see someone or something familiar. There are many shelves of books, and there is a librarian who greets us, a tall being, hooded, who guides us to the center of the library. Just breathing deep, staying present, coming into the space of the library. You're invited to sit down. And here in front of us may appear a guide or being that will bring forward messages that we are meant to receive today. Runtai ikaru sura, sura, sura. Before you are 2 flames. These flames represent your past self and your future self. Watch and observe these flames as they flicker, transform shapes, colors. Allow these flames to dance. Now you have the option, the choice, to keep acting as if there are 2 separate entities, you and the one you see outside of yourself, or to blend and merge these flames together. We invite you, as the Council of Divine Dragons, we invite you to merge these flames together. Why? One represents our flame, the dragon consciousness. One represents your flame, your consciousness. You have choice now to combine them, to integrate them, to integrate with us into your being. That is the gift we are bringing you today. But you must make this choice. No one can do it for you except for you. But we are offering you this gift. It is here and now. Can you see these flames merging? Can you envision this bridge occurring? We invite you to feel this flame now. It's flickering, different colors, violets, golds, greens. It's here to transmute your shame. especially around your sexual energy. We see the children of Earth are very confused about sexuality and their sexual energy and how to best work with it. We invite and gift you this flame now to integrate with your being so you may transmute and clear lower timelines that have blocked you from owning your sexual power and your own sexual energy. Breathe deep. You might feel a burning sensation. You might feel a tingling or a moving energy through you. Do not fear this. Allow this to take place. It's time for you to overcome this fear. It's time for you to let go of this trauma that is rooted in your being from not just your lifetime, but your ancestors as well. You've signed up for this work in this lifetime. You're aware of this. Thank you. We thank you, and your ancestors thank you for doing something that they could not, which is now to heal this, to transform and transmute this energy. Inviting this flame into your being and merging it with your crystalline heart. You have the power and ability to activate this new level of awareness. This is your Kundalini energy rising through your being in order to bring you to a higher state of consciousness and others to a higher state of consciousness. You must move this energy. It is very important to learn to master this energy within yourself and then be a guide for others to do the same. Because we know you are very unhappy with how things have played out on planet Earth. When it comes to gender and sexuality, there is misbalance. Yes, it is true that humanity has been kept in a slave program, and it is true that humans have been used for their sexual energy and their power in order to create other life forms, to feed energy to other agendas and other entities. But we invite you now to end that paradigm for yourself and for many others as you step into this new energy, into this divine dragon flame of consciousness and upliftment, and learn to transmute this within yourself. It starts with forgiveness. This is the key. You cannot move forward if you do not forgive yourself and others. Look within yourself, within your heart, within your being. Where have you not forgiven? Where do you need to forgive yourself? Make that space for yourself now. You do not have to be a slave to your guilt or your shame or any others any longer. You cannot tolerate this any longer. It is not yours to take on. So let it go now. Whatever in your consciousness is lingering, it's time to extract it. So we give you this thread, this golden thread of light, to now help you move it through the body, through your consciousness. What needs to be shifted and sorted through? What needs to be rewired? What new programming do you prefer in your instrument? Your body is your instrument. Your body is a clear instrument. It is a pure instrument for creator. You are creator embodied in this divine vessel. And it's time to remember that is who you are, that you are not separate. So calling that truth back in. But remember, we cannot do the work for you, and no one can do the work for you. You have to make that choice daily in your actions, in your choices? Will you continue to give your power away to paradigms that do not serve you, to people, places that do not serve you? The choice is yours alone. We have given you choice. The divine has given you choice. You can call on us to help you. You are not alone in expressing and standing up for yourself or for others and creating boundaries that are needed. We are here to assist you in establishing those boundaries. Call on us to assist you in communicating your needs. We are here to help you articulate what it is you're here for and discern energy. We are with you. Envision this dragon consciousness within your being and know that you have the discernment, the wisdom. This is your power returning. Allow it in. It's okay to be a child, to be innocent, to be lost. But that is, again, a choice. Be your own parent now. Be your own mother. Be your own father. And guide your inner child home back unto themselves. It is time to align with yourself, with your truth. It's time to remember what you came here to do, who you came here to be. So today we focus this flame into the lower vertebrae, into the pelvic floor, bringing this flame into the center, into the lower part of your being, into the lower aspects of your body. Beginning now, seeing this flame at the root of your spine. The flame is white, flickering in and out. The flame is growing and expanding, transforming to where it is now enveloping all of your being. But yet we are focusing the energy through the spine, allowing it to move up through each vertebrae. The color is flickering into green, emerald, allowing consciousness to move through the spine. Just receiving and exhaling, letting go, feeling it move. Connecting you back to your love, to your heart, back to the purity, the innocence of your being and the creativity. Continue breathing. Until you see this flame totally encompassing your being. From green, it turns to violet and back to white, and it cycles through these colors: gold, emerald, violet. Watching it spin and burn around you and releasing a sigh or any sound if you need to. As you breathe in deep. Tera guru tani tani tarikan tuani tani taru kuani akali tunana kuani tara kuani akani tari kurana kurete na kurana kuri ashukiana te ukarani kanu karaini ni ra kuraya kurina kariyana ke kariyana ke ni kawana ke na wakaina na wakaina na na wakaina na ne ke na kuana ke you akuana ke you akuana ye ni te na wa na Nawake, 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 nene, nawakuya, nake, nawakuya. Is your throat open? Is it blocked? Do you feel clear there? Just swallowing a couple times and allowing energy to move from this space. Allowing your jaw to open or your neck to roll. Feeling heat at the back of your neck and just allowing the space to be cleared now. Harita ja sutuajinta ish indik et urai. Istia nak ut aindia nuka ishia tara undiana ke ik antua te sintara undie destuante esti tarunta eka nukua ensuete estina muaite ist ok enia cura Kurau, kurau, ura, kurau, kurau, arua, kurau. And now we are being transported inside of a pyramid. And envision yourself being at the center of the pyramid. Coming back into the heart. Remembering your power. Remembering your truth. No matter what happened in the past, we are not to dwell. We are to focus and remember the power that lies within our being, within every cell, within our core, aligning with that truth. Sitting straight or envisioning yourself as a pillar of light. And activating a Merkaba around you inside of this pyramid. So you call back your power, you call back your truth, your intention. And if there's anything that you would like communicated to you in this space, you can now ask questions. Love your shadow. Give it all your love. How can you love every aspect? Let go of the judgment and welcome it into your being. Don't have to cast it outside of you. It is you already. You are already integrated. and that could be your life's work, from another life, that was your life's work and your passion, and even though it was dark, it was also your joy. So having that love, for your own expression is important. And now how can you transmute it so you do good with it? How can you do good with your power? Because maybe you have not fully stepped into your power in this lifetime because of some fear around what could happen. So making the choice to transform that, eliminate the fear, and allow your powers to come through, and trusting your higher self, trusting your truth, trusting the love in your heart to guide you.